back to the deep dive. Hey, we are tackling a mission that, well, it's top of mind for so many of you. Achieving real financial independence while you're still navigating student life. You want to cover your own expenses, manage the anxiety about money, buy that thing you've been eyeing, or perhaps doing really meaningful, like gift your parents something special.
Yeah, absolutely.
The path to earning money as a student, it's just littered with digital landmines.
It really is. And our sources, they zeroed in on those falls right away. They warn against these quick, rich schemes, typically calling out the danger of multing or MLM.
MLM.
For anyone unfamiliar, it's basically a pyramid-like structure. Your income depends heavily on recruiting new people just to recover your own investment rather than actually selling product. It almost always leads to loss.
Yep. So we dove into your sourcing for 5 real, foolproof methods to substantial side income. These are on actionable, valuable skills that you can monetize pretty quickly.
And the premise in the source material is, well, it's incredibly ambitious. It claims that if you commit fully, you could really see yourself earning more than parents while you're still a student.
Okay, hold on a second. More than my parents. It's a really bold promise. Do the sources give like specific examples of actually hitting that income, or is it more motivational?
That's exactly where the commitment part comes. Sources are very clear. This isn't passive. It's a strategic investment of your time and non-negotiable requirement. You must treat your first month learning one of these skills like it's a paid internship.
Like a full-time job almost.
Pretty much that level of intensity. That's what generates those outlier results. Let students, maybe those who wouldn't typically get noticed by, say, traditional IIT or IMM, showcase direct measurables to clients instead.
Good. So treat the learning seriously, focusedly, and the rewards can follow. Let's unpack this commitment then. Where do we start? With skills that offer a really high investment, ROI.
Exactly. The first high-leverage skill is paid ads management.
Okay, this is immediately relatable. Like, you search for a new watch on Google, and suddenly ads for that exact watch, or similar ones, they just start popping up everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, it feels like magic.
It does, but it's actually a very precise system that's targeting, mostly powered by platforms like analyze user behavior, what you click on, what you look at, and then play these highly specific ads.
Right.
Now think about the millions of businesses out there, small and large. They know they need to, but honestly, they often lack the keys to do it profitably. If a business, say, $1,000 on ad, they need to earn back $2,000, maybe $10,000. They need a list, someone who can see that ROI.
So the opportunity is for us to become that specialist. Which platforms are key? Where should you?
You really need to master 2 giants, Meta, which covers Instagram and Facebook, and Google, which handles YouTube and Google. Look, it's not just about pressing the post button. You have to master the entire marketing funnel.
Could you break that down quickly? What do we mean by funnels for listeners who might be new to this?
Absolutely. Think of the funnel as the journey potential customer. It starts broad with awareness just getting.
Okay.
Then it narrows to consideration them interested enough to click or more. And finally, conversion, that's the moment you actually buy, sign up, or take the action you want them to take.
Makes sense.
So you need to learn how to set realistic target audiences, use compelling videos, and crucially, implement a strong call to action, a CTA, that tells people exactly what to do next.
That sounds complex, but yeah, incredibly valuable. Hang on, if these skills are so valuable, how do students who are often short on cash get the training?
Well, that's the beauty of this particular. Sources really highlight that the best thing is often free, and it's provided by the platforms themselves. Look up Google Skillshop. They offer certifications in running for Meta's platforms, so Facebook and Instagram, search for Meta Blueprint. Both offer accredited certifications.
Okay.
And this is why this niche can sometimes pass traditional degree requirements. The market changes so fast that having that platform certification showing you deliver results now sometimes carries more than, say, a 4-year marketing degree.
That makes a lot of sense. Market cares about what you can do today, not just where you studied years ago. Yeah, we've talked about a high ROI technical. What about something technical for those of us who maybe dread complex coding?
That brings us to method 5, no-code web.
Okay, this sounds interesting. A technical without the heavy coding.
This is where digital tech becomes really... Market demand is huge because, let's face it, pretty much every business today, online or offline, needs some kind of online presence. But here's the key insight from the sources. Small businesses don't need some custom, super complex, high-tech site. They just need simple, professional websites.
And that's where the drag and drop approach is in. The sources mentioned the earning potential is pretty immediate too. This is paying around, was it 10,000 euro? So roughly 120 to 150 USD.
Yeah, something like that. They'll happily pay that for simple sites you can build in just like 3 or 4 days. And the key is to specialize in the roles for the job. So for blogs, coaches, or professional portfolios, Word's still, the standard.
Okay.
If your client's selling products like an online store, that's definitely the focus. For really simple landing pages, maybe just a one-page site, capture leads, Card is excellent.
Card? Okay.
And for maybe more polished portfolios, especially for agencies, Framer was highlighted.
The source material had a great example, didn't it? The creator actually built their own commercial website, .in, for selling biochemistry books. Use exact no-code method.
That's right. It just proves this isn't just free. It's a practical, proven commercial. It really democratizes web creation.
Okay, great. Let's shift gears a bit. Not everyone feels drawn to ad metrics or type platforms. We need skills that tap into creativity too, right?
Absolutely. That brings us nicely to method 2, graphic design and video editing.
Yeah, for those with that creative spark, this is about creating the visuals, the logos, the pictures, the social media graphics we see. Now, professional tools like Photoshop, Illustrator are obviously top tier. The source material really focused on, especially through Canva.
Yes, Canva is critical here. It really solves a problem for small businesses. They need a constant stream of content. Instagram posts, eye-catching ad visual, looking presentations.
All the time.
And Canva makes it easy to deliver that high quality quickly. Crucially, the sources emphasize knowing the software isn't enough. You have to understand the principles of it. Things like color theory, layout, typography.
It's not just about the tool, the craft.
Yeah.
And did the sources recommend a specific learning resource for getting that for design instruction?
It did. The specific recommendation was a YouTube channel called Shruti Rajput for those foundational design principles. That's the kind of resource that elevates you from just being a tool operator to someone who knows thoughtful results.
Tip. Okay, so you've got the visual sorted, but a great visual often needs great words to go with it. That naturally leads us to what might be the flexible skill of all, that for content writing.
Yeah, this skill is, well, it's truly powerful and it's constantly growing, even with AI in the picture. Scope is just immense.
Like what specifically?
Think about it. Copywriting for sales pages, website copy, ebooks, creating specialized blogs, all that social media content, newsletters for businesses, even writing link posts for influencers and executives. Demand is everywhere.
Oh, that's broad. Source stress specialization, though, right? Can't master all of that at once.
That's critical. You need to experiment first by writing different things. Are you naturally good at short, punchy descriptions? Or do you maybe enjoy structuring a long tube script? You have to find your niche and then really focus your learning there.
Makes sense. What about tools for aspiring writers?
Okay. 3 essentials. First, get Grammarly. It'll instantly help correct errors and polish. Use Google Docs. It's just easy for sharing and collaborating. And this is vital use, something like ChatGPT, but only for brainstorming ideas and creating outlines.
Only for ideas.
Yes. Source explicitly warns, do not just copy AI output. It often sounds flat, kind of generic and original. Clients will spot it and it'll lose utility fast.
Okay, crucial warning. So what's the best way to actually learn and improve your writing? It's not like reading a textbook makes you a great writer overnight.
Definitely not. The best way, according to the sources, is iteration and, well, imitation, but not. Find successful content in your niche. Study its flow, center the intent behind the words, and try rewriting it yourself. Keep the core message, but use your own voice. This teaches you how professionals frame sentences to hit a specific goal.
That's practical advice. And the sources are to kind of guarantee for landing that client, didn't they? I think about 30 days.
Yes. Write and post content consistent wherever your audience is for 30 days straight.
Every day for a month.
That discipline, that focused output, guarantees you'll have a portfolio. A real sample of your work, a track record a potential client just can't. That's what separates the serious earners from those just dipping their toes in.
Okay, we've covered 4 incredible, most high leverage skills, but let's take a slight detour now, maybe a necessary one. Talk about a foundational skill, one that develops perhaps the most important skills for any student. 3, private tuition.
Now, this might not sound as, cutting edge as paid ads management or no code.
Seems a bit old school, maybe.
It might seem that way, but if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's often the springboard for real entrepreneurship. The sources actually cite massive multi-million-dollar educational businesses built on this very concept. They mentioned Alok Pandey Sir, a really rated Indian educator, as an example. It shows that the potential scale is...
Fair point. Be on the money. Why is tutoring so essential for students?
Well, it's like the ultimate training ground for communication and leadership skills. To teach a concept simply, you have to understand it deeply yourself. You gain confidence, you learn to commission, you develop the ability to explain complex ideas clearly. These are skills that are just universal, whether you end up running ads or leading a team someday.
So what's the action plan? How does a student start tutoring today?
The advice from the source is pretty direct. Start immediately and start local. Approach younger students, maybe juniors in your building or neighborhood, teach them directly on helping them improve their marks.
It takes some guts. Just walk it up and
It does. You have to embrace that slightly vulnerable position of putting yourself out there as an expert, as an editor. Getting over that initial hurdle, that fear of selling your knowledge, that's crucial for growth, not just for but for any of these skills.
that makes 5 really valuable paths we've heard, from high-tech digital services and creative work to foundational teaching and leadership.
That covers the what, doesn't it? But now is the really critical part, the how.
Down to learning the skill is step 1, sure, but how do you actually get that first pay? How do you turn the skill into cash?
Okay, this is the final, really strategic section. It's highlighted 4 key steps to bridge that. Number 1, build a portfolio.
Right, with that.
Everything you create in that initial 3-day focused period, whether it's writing mock-ups, sample ad results, whatever needs to be saved, organized, and showcased, put it on a simple website or a dedicated file. This is your professional evidence.
Okay, makes sense. Step 2 is about the power of free work. Sometimes raises eyebrows. If the skill is valuable, why work for free?
It's purely strategic. The source strongly suggests offering you this for free, just once, for a small initially.
Like a local shop.
Yeah, exactly. Run a free small ad campaign for them. A free script for a small YouTube channel. Do a free logo design. Why? It's all the hesitation for the client, really nothing to lose.
Okay.
And in return, you get invaluable real-world experience, actual data for your portfolio, and, crucially, the step.
Which also connects to building.
Precisely. We need to look at the full creators, the freelancers, make money on forms like Instagram and LinkedIn. Why are some earning significant amounts? This is mentioned, figures like 70,000 to 8,000, so around 850 to 950 USD for relative tasks like logo design.
Why?
It's because they've built powerfully, they have a strong profile, they consistently, they show proven results. That initial free work is your fast track to getting that credibility building process.
Got it. And that initial free project is directly to the single most powerful you can get. Testimonial tactic.
Yes, this is key. After you deliver that free work and hopefully impress them immediately, ask for a testimonial.
Askly.
Yes, the source states this very emphatically. Positive testimonial is the single best tool you have for landing your next client, the good one. It essentially transfers the trust built on that free project directly to future potential clients. Short circuits that whole lengthy training phase.
Wow, okay. So learn the skill, build the portfolio, do free work, get the testimonial. That's
the pathway laid out.
We've given you the 5 core paths, the tool, the platforms, and the strategies, all drawn directly from the sources we used. The core message seems really clear. There's real scope in any of these areas if you commit to it, especially during that 30-day sprint.
Which does raise an important question for you to think about as you maybe start your own 30-day challenge. If committing to one skill unlocks earning, and getting that first testimonial is the key to landing the first paid client. What's the fastest, most effective way to turn a single testimonial into a scalable source of income? That's something for you to explore after this.
Pick a skill that resonates, commit to the 30-day challenge, build your proof, and start earning. Catch you next time for another deep dive. You've definitely got this.